Yo, 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 it's Mark and Mark Stereo. Hey, Ali, how you doing? I can. Didn't I answer that for you like 2 days ago? Obviously. Oh, Jesus, please help me. Hey Tristan, I'm doing good, bro. How are you? Hey Rudy, what's up, sweetie? Yeah, I still think it's gonna be delayed, Ali. I don't think you're gonna get a call tomorrow, and I think next week it's still gonna be up in the air. I'm not getting anything good, to be honest. It's like everybody that's dealing with this situation is like taking forever. Like I'm not getting anything positive on the situation. You're cool, Tristan. That's good, man. Yeah, I've shuffled a few times and asked if this will happen like soon or by the end of the month, and it just keeps telling me no. Keeps telling me like it's in a woman's hands, and there's a lot of like hesitancy, uncertainty, like people going back and forth, working on a budget. It's like it's crazy shit. I don't get anything positive, to be honest. I would say it's still gonna take some time. You might have to wait a while before they actually call you to say, hey, we've interviewed a million people, and now we're ready to tell you that we'll give you the job, or you're going to go for a second interview or some shit like that. It's all over the place. So hopefully it changes, and hopefully something comes out of it. But cards are saying no right now. I remember like about it was June 10th or June, like the first week of June, I sent in an email to the Department of Social Insurance to get a letter from them saying that I'm up to date, I'm paid. I got good credit there, and I pay my bills so I can get a commercial vehicle for my business. They took a month to give me that paper, that letter of whatever it was called, and they're so dumb that the woman that supposedly did it, like she never got back to me and never emailed me. So I emailed the actual, the help center, and I said I emailed such and such a person on this date, and I'm still waiting for it. You told me it takes 5 working days. It's now 30 working days, and I've emailed 3 times. And then when I emailed the third time, another person emailed me and said, "Oh, so and so emailed you this letter like 2 days after." I said, "No, they fucking didn't. Because if they did, I wouldn't be asking you for it, you dumbass. You think my email don't work? It works. I got your email just now. Like, who you think you're like fooling here?" And then they put like June 10th on the date. You think I can't do that too? I can type something and change the date too, sweetheart. I wasn't born yesterday. Just admit that you forgot, or admit that you guys are idiots and you take forever, and just give me my shit. Like, it doesn't take like 5 years to do a fucking letter. But you want me to pay every month my social insurance, right? Like, really? And that was the only letter that I needed to complete my whole thing. And I'm like, you people are really annoying. So these departments of idiots, that's what I call them. They're really dumb. And it's everywhere. It's not just here, there. People are just annoying. They don't do their jobs, they don't care. Nobody cares. But they want your money every month. And if I didn't give you my money any month, then somebody ain't getting paid. Or somebody, and then you're gonna call tell me that, you know, if I don't pay, you're gonna shut down my business or some dumb shit. If you go look at my hey, Tanya, how you doing? If they were to look at my account, they would say, okay, yeah, this guy pays every month. He's been doing this shit for 16 years. We're gonna give him a letter right away. But you didn't. You made me wait like 30 days, and I had to email you 3 fucking times. Like, so that's why, like, I get so frustrated with these idiots that, you go to college, you get a job in an office, and you still can't do your damn job. Fucking idiots. So yeah, I feel your pain, and I know how departments of idiots are. That's what they are. A department full of idiots. I can't even do a simple letter or a simple job or call you back for an interview or say, hey, look, not to keep you waiting, but we're not interested in you, or just shoot your email or something. Don't keep you stringing along, or hey, look, we've considered you, so we'll get back to you. Like every couple of days, you should follow up, like, or say something. But people don't care. Yeah, they take forever. They just don't give a shit. Like, it's getting worse and worse and worse with like customer service. Like, these companies not getting back to you. Like, they fuck with your life all the time. But the one thing that they definitely don't fuck around with is telling you your bills are overdue, or you owe them money, or if you don't pay, we're closing your shit down. But when I ask you for something for me, it's gonna take a miracle, right? But then I went to the Department of Payroll Tax, and I've been paying payroll tax for 16 years for my whole business life. And they sent me the letter within 3 days. Within 3 days, I got the letter. No problem. No questions asked, no nothing. And they were nice. The Department of Social Insurance now, there's a bunch of clowns over there, obviously, because they don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And then I got to keep, and then just like yesterday, so what's today? Thursday, right? Yeah. So Tuesday afternoon, I took my mom and dad's car to the shop to get the windshield fixed, because the windshield was cracked and it had like a big scratch on it from like months ago. And the insurance finally got back to us to get the car fixed, so we didn't have to pay for it. And so I took the car in on Tuesday afternoon. So Wednesday, yesterday, at like 4 o'clock, I called down there, and I'm like, hello, my name is Mark, and I'm calling on behalf of my dad. I dropped the car off there yesterday, and you guys said it would be ready this morning. Can you tell me if the car is ready or not? Because I know you guys close in an hour, and I need to come get the car if it's ready. And the woman was like, okay, honey, yeah, I'll call you right back. I have to talk to so and so and so and so, and I'll get back to you. What's your number? And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. So about half an hour, she calls me back. Oh, hi, Mark. Yes, your dad's car is ready. It's ready to go. You can come and get it whenever you want. And the garage is open until 7 o'clock. So all you got to do is sign the paper. And I said, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll come there in about half an hour or so. Okay, bye. Have a great day. So you mean to tell me this car has been ready and you haven't called me? And if I didn't call, I wouldn't have got the car. So what am I missing here? What the fuck are you doing sitting at your office doing fucking nothing when you can just call me and say, hey, look, your car is going to be ready. Or you can call me during the day and say, hey, look, you can come get your car before 5 o'clock. So at 4:30, I go pick up my dad, take him to this place, and he has to drive home at 5 o'clock traffic. And I'm saying the car has been ready, and you won't even call me. The car is just sitting there. Like, you people are idiots. So if I didn't call, I wouldn't have got the car yesterday. I would have to end up waiting for them to say, oh, yeah, by the way, your car is ready. It's been here all this time. Well, why the fuck you ain't called me then? And then I just say to myself, please, Jesus, help these dumbass people. Just please help them. And it's sad because, like, oh, there's so many businesses in the world, and the ones who do everything legitimately and do things nice and do good things, they have business. But the ones who don't do shit and have a shitty ass like customer service and shitty ass everything, they're getting more work. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. It's like the stupid people always like get more. It's fucking ridiculous, man. But hey, whatever. The car came back and they actually cleaned it inside out. And my parents were very happy. It was an insurance job, so we got it done for free. Thank God I didn't have to pay for it. So they got a new windshield, clean ass car, and my parents are happy. So yeah, hopefully they don't fuck the car up again. Well, they didn't really fuck it up. They just said they went to the grocery store, it came out, and then the glass was fucked up. So they don't know how it happened or whatever. But as usual, somebody probably hit the car and then, you know, didn't know enough to it. But the good thing is we got it for free. Insurance job. So fuck the insurance. They can pay for it. Give me a break. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. People out there are just like, just don't care. People just don't care, and people just do poor work and poor shit. And then you got somebody who wants to do a good job and do good business, and they just don't care. They really don't. It's pretty sad. But whatever. Not my problem. As long as I do my job, I don't care. Fuck everybody else. So every day there's something. And then yesterday morning, my mom called me and said that my uncle passed away. We already knew he was gonna, like, he was on his way out. He was 88. My uncle Manuel. He's in Canada, and he's been on like his deathbed for like months now. Like, we kind of knew he was gonna go any day now. My mom spoke to him on Sunday, and he barely spoke. He just says, "I'm the same." And then Tuesday morning he passed away. So, and it was weird because on Tuesday I found this feather. So it was almost like they were, telling me, "Hey, your uncle's gonna pass away." So the good thing is, my mom and my sister are going to the funeral, and my mom gets to actually go to one of her siblings' funerals. She hasn't been to any. Yeah. So my mom's, sad but also happy to go to Canada with my oldest sister. My oldest sister, that's her godfather. So, and then there's nobody from our family going except for my sister and my mom. Um, so like they're very happy to go because they want to, go to the funeral and stuff. So I was gonna go with my mom. I told her I'll go with her, but my oldest sister said she'll go because that's her godfather. I love my uncle, man. He never done nothing wrong to me. I stayed at his house once before. I've been to his house like 2, 3 times now. He's got a beautiful house in Toronto or in Ontario. So my mom's going on Monday and she comes back on Friday. And I got to take care of my dad for a couple of days, go check on him, make sure he's okay. You know, give him some food or whatever, make sure he's okay. But my mom said he'll be fine. My dog's snoring in the background and going crazy right now, so you might hear. So yeah, Tanya, it is amazing. I found the feather right before he died. Actually, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning he passed away. I found the feather on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I found the feather, and then Wednesday morning I got the call from my mom that my uncle had passed away. And I spoke to my mom early in the morning and was like telling her about the car or whatever. And then literally like half an hour later, my mom calls me back. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Why my mom's calling me back? So she called me back crying, saying that her brother died, my uncle. So, but she was kind of irritated when she called me when it first happened because she was like, I can't even go to the funeral, and nobody's gonna want to go. And I was like, I'll go with you. And she's like, oh, I don't know, see. Then she called my older sister. My older sister said, look, I'll go with you. So I'm kind of glad I don't have to go because I don't like funerals. Something that I don't want to deal with. But I'm glad my mom and my sister's gone. At least my auntie is gonna be have family there. And my auntie, she's a good person. She's been through a lot. I feel bad for her. Her brother's in home, and her husband just passed away. So I feel bad for her. She's been through a lot of shit. She has no kids. It sucks. But she has a lot of family around her, which is great. She has nieces and nephews, all they're helping her. Her neighbor's really cool, helping her out and stuff. He's a really good friend of my uncle's. So at least she's okay. That's all that matters. This damn dog makes me laugh. She's over here snorting and going crazy. And it's always when I go online. So yeah, this month, I a couple days ago, I think it was Monday or Sunday, I was saying on here how I don't like July and how July is a shitty month for me. And look, my uncle passed away. And on the 15th of July, which was Sunday, that's my auntie's birthday that died last year that I'm getting the inheritance from that still ain't got it. So she would have been 85 if she was living. And her brother passed away, which is my uncle. So all of my mom's family is gone except for her. She has nobody left. I feel bad for my mom. She's the youngest. And I feel bad for her. She's been through a lot of death in her family. And this is the last person left. So in the last 5 years, all her siblings died. That's so crazy. Both my mom's sisters, my godmother and my mom, two of my mom's sisters passed away 5 years ago in March. Both of them passed away in the same month. Then 5 years later, my auntie passed away. And then now my uncle passed away. So now and that's just my mom left. And my dad still has his brother, which is a dickhead. Hey Marley, Busy B. So yeah, my poor mom. She's been through all her siblings' death. Her parents died early. Her dad died when I was born. And her mom died, I don't know. I was like maybe, I don't know, 10 when my granny died, my mom's mom. I think I was like 10 years old. I have the date of all of them passing away and stuff. So yeah, it sucks when you have a lot of siblings and family and then they all go. And my mom's the youngest, so she's the only one left. But she's okay. She just needs to get some sleep. She hasn't been away in 5 years. So it's going to be interesting for her to go away. At least my mom get to go with my older sister. My older sister's paying for everything. I just got your notification, Marley, about your email readings. I'm glad you're doing that. Um, a lot of people like email. I get email readings every week from different people, like just a random person or regular people that I have. I've been doing email readings for people like for a long time because a lot of people don't like coming in the live and putting their like their information on here and stuff. A lot of people like to be private. So if they like you, they'll get readings from you email wise. So that way it's confidential and then nobody sees it. If they just want to answer one question, it's beneficial to do so. So it's a good thing. You'll get readings from there, trust me. People always like want email readings. People always want email readings. I get them frequently. And I'm so fucking happy because this place called New Era, they make these hats, right? They finally accepted my PayPal account after years and years and years. Not years and years, probably like 3 years. They wouldn't let me order from there. And I was like, you fucking bastards. You won't let me order like get fucking irritated. So I created like a whole new account. And then I tried it and it went through. And then I even got them like the confirmation and they sent it already. So I'm like, yes, finally. I don't need no motherfucking hats, right? Not I have like, too many now. But like there's someone there that I can't get nowhere else and I've always wanted. So I got like 5 of them. So I treated myself. Don't be hating. See, I tried it and I was like, let me see if this works. Cause it's been like they sent a new like terms and condition bullshit. But it like when I logged on, it says, "Oh, you're from Bermuda. Would you like to continue?" And I'm like, "Yes." I've never seen this before. So now they accept like Bermuda, like people, clients. So I'm like, when I saw the Bermuda flag there and it says, "Welcome to New Era, Bermuda, continue." I was like, "Yeah, about time you do it, Bermuda mofo." But I used to order from there, and I had arguments with them about why they don't do it. Like, so, yeah, some good shit happened. I'm glad. It's not like I need more ads, but I don't care what you say. Not like you guys care anyway. I stuck it on my community. Yeah, I just saw it on your community tab. Yeah, I do 15 bucks an email question, and I make it in depth and I answer it thoroughly. I shuffle like 6 cards and then I just type it all out. I elaborate as much as I can. I do 15 per question, but eight bucks is not bad. It's not bad at all. You'll get email readings for sure. I guarantee it. Because a lot of people don't like to show their face on here, and that's perfectly fine. Email readings are like more private, so it's like getting a private question done. So it's nice. And my suggestion, Marley, is to like, if you ever see that person in the chat, don't mention it unless they do. Some people like don't even want that out there, like that they get email readings. Because I know you got a big mouth sometimes, like, you know. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? Yeah, $8 is not bad at all. That's why I do $5 questions on here to help out everybody. You know, money ain't everything; it's the only thing. Yeah, some people like they get email readings and they'll come in your room to say, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, "Oh yeah, you got an email reading for me." They'll be like, "Oh fuck, this bitch just exposed me." Like, you know, shut your bitch ass up. I don't want nobody to know I get email readings from you, woman. So yeah, you know. So don't be like, you know, get excited. I be like, "Oh yeah, did you?" But if they say, "Hey, I got an email reading from you, Marley," you be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I remember." Yeah, because the email stuff is like more private. So I mean, it might not happen to you, but it happens. It happens to me sometimes, and I'm like, I better not say nothing because I know this person. They got email readings, but they never got a reading on here. I'll just say hi, you know. But if they say, "Hey, I got an email reading from you the other day," I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right. I saw you. Okay, yeah, welcome. You know, cool." To me, email readings are more like a private thing. You know, I know some people nowadays get too sensitive. You know what I mean, Marley? So we have to roll with the times. People get sensitive and people are like private shit. You know, people don't really. You're doing great, Harmona. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, Tanya's got you checked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because some people like they get email readings for a reason, so that way they don't have to like be in your chat room. Because the people that I get email readings from me, I don't see them in my chat room. I never see them in my chat room. They're like, "Oh, hey, Mark, how you doing?" You know, blah blah blah. I'm like, some people say they listen to me, they hear me, or they watch it, but they don't come in and like be all like they're not coming in to like associate with it. They like to keep private. So I always remember that like this is something that you should keep private with your clients. You know, some people need to get exposed for their stupidity, but me, I don't give a fuck. Anybody acts up in here, I'll expose their ass. So don't fuck with me. Oh yeah, sensitivity is a thing now. Has been for a long time, but it's more of a thing now. People are getting too sensitive over everything. It's like you can't have an opinion, you can't say anything, and if you do, you get canceled or you get critiqued so bad, or people make you feel like you're the worst person in the world because you have an opinion that doesn't match theirs. Like who the fuck are you to tell me how to think and what to say? I'm gonna say and think whatever I fucking want. You don't like it, kiss my ass. You're gonna need some nice big lips to do it too. So pucker up. Fuck out of here. Tell me what the hell to say and how to think. Get your sensitive ass out of here. That's what I tell people. You don't like my opinion, then don't listen to me and don't come in here. That worked for me. People left. Mhm. I know they must be cringing right now because a lot of things I said happened with politics. I'm talking about. I just had to rub that in. Sorry. Hey, Lucky. Yeah. Yeah. I know you're the same way to an extent, Marty. I know you're the same way. People come in here aggravate you, tell them about their mom or something like that. Speaking of moms, how's your mom? She's okay? How does she like your new place? I meant to ask you that. If you don't want to answer that, that's cool. I don't want you to get sensitive. Well, I remember Lucky on here about, I would say like 4 years, 5 years ago, I had a big discussion about politics. People were mad. There's a few people that were in my room at the time, and it was late one night, and there was a few people in here that were oh, nice, Marty, that's good. Tell her I said hi when you next time you see her. I just remembered her like just now. Ah, that's good, Marty. I'm glad. Mom's is a good person. Um, well, like I said, I had a politics conversation on here between Biden and Trump, like 5 years ago, and Trump lost to Biden, and I told everybody if Biden wins, your country's gonna go to shit. Mark my words. And yeah, I was right. And I'm a Trump supporter, always have been. But I don't talk about politics on here too much. I'm not wearing like a MAGA shirt and a hat and all that type of shit. Like, I just like the guy because I know that Biden's a pedo and a weirdo. So, you know, yeah, exactly. And I don't care what anybody says. A lot of my friends are for Trump. I've always been a Trump. Even before Trump was in presidency, I always liked him when he did that show. Remember that show he did on TV that was really popular? Was it The Apprentice or some shit like that it was called? That show was like popular as fuck. Everybody was watching that shit, and he was doing all this shit, and yeah, I was like, you guys don't even know this guy has been popular all his life. Like he's like, I've always liked him. He's like, funny as shit, and he's like a gangster. So I told everybody if he gets out of presidency, you guys are fucked. And everybody's like, yeah, fuck that guy. I had pure like liberals in here, right? And I was like, well, I said, look, I'm from I'm from Bermuda. I don't care. You know what I mean? I have a shit president too. So the left is on here too. We don't like the people we don't like our government either. So I was like trying to smooth things over with people, and they got all sensitive and stupid. And they were going crazy, and they were starting to disrespect me and stuff, telling me I don't know nothing about America. And I'm like, that's what you think. And then I put one person in their place. I said, have you ever been, what places have you been to in America? I bet you live in America, and I've been more over America than fucking you dumbass. So the person and I got into a big fight, and I'm sure they must be cringing right now because they know what's going on. Hey, Justin, how are you, sweetheart? You good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still friends with a lot of people, like, but I just wanted them. There was some people in here who didn't respect my opinion. I respected theirs. I just told them like what I thought. They were telling me, "Oh no, you're wrong." And yeah, this. I'm like, "No, I'm not wrong," and you're gonna find out momentarily. You know, you're gonna find out momentarily how your so-called savior and president is gonna fuck your country up. And sure as shit, I was right. Within 1 year, it was all upside down. 2 years, even worse. 3 years, worse. And now it's even worse than it's ever been. America's shit right now. And ain't nobody disagreeing with me now because they know it's true. And trust me, I can say that out loud because everybody agrees with me. And in Bermuda, it's the same way. Bermuda is one of the most expensive countries in the world. You think you pay a lot for groceries? Come here. You won't want to fucking come out of that. You'll go in that grocery store and come the fuck out with water and bread. That's what my parents complain about the most. How ridiculous groceries are. Hey Bronny, how you doing? So it's like everything's going up. Everything is going up. So many things have gone up, so many like everything, insurance, um, even paint, like a gallon of paint is like $100 for a gallon of paint. I don't remember paint ever being $100 a gallon. And I said to them, I said, $100 for this fucking paint? What's in here? And the lady starts laughing. And I said, I'm glad you think it's fun. I said, thank God I got 20% discount. And she goes, well, the reason why everything's going up is because we have to pay 12 grand to get a container to come in because the government taxed the container double the price. It used to be 6 grand a container to bring it in. And now it's 12 grand. They doubled the price. So it used to be $50 a gallon for paint, and now it's $100 a gallon. You think I'm joking? I'll show you the fucking receipt. You know Benjamin Moore? Not Benjamin Hoare. Benjamin Moore. Paint that you guys have at Home Depot and all over America? That same paint here is $100 a gallon. I got it, and I got the receipt. And she said $100 a gallon. I said, thank God I got 20%. It's only 80. See? So $80 a gallon I paid for that with my discount. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I'm doing good, Justin. My doggy's right here. Look. See, she's sprawled out. She's got her head on the tile. It's nice and cool. Justin's asking about you. You know what you look like? With your legs like that, you look like a deer. All I need to do is put some antlers on your ass. Yeah, we're talking about you. You have the life. You know that? I felt bad for her today. She was outside and she was like, panting and shit. It was hot. So I always try and keep her inside, keep her cool, keep a fan on her. But she's getting older now, so it's hard. Yeah, that's every month, Tanya. Bills paid, back to broke again. It's not easy. That's why being a dog is great. I know, right, Herman? It's 12:11 here. Oh, that's crazy, Ronnie. Guy seems like he's a weirdo. Oh, we all get weirdo clients and weirdo people in our lives. It's a part of life, Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? You all right? I still don't see him reaching out like in the next 2 days. It's annoying. You good? You laying down good? Yeah, my day was all right. It was good. I got a lot of work done. It might be next week that he deals with your brother. I don't see it being like tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday. It might even be next week. It might be next week, Bronny, that he actually like lines up a time with your brother to get it done. I know your brother's probably gonna get frustrated because the guy's not dealing with him. But I do get that maybe next week he's gonna like call him or say something to him. or deal with it. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. It's like it's telling me that it's possible it's gonna happen. All right, Marty, take care, sweetheart. Good night. Sleep well. Lay off the honey and the coffee, yeah? And by the way, guys, if you want an email reading from Marley, she's doing email readings now. Okay. By the way, I do email readings too, but you guys already know that. So, Brownie, I'm getting that, you know, yeah, so something must be going on with him, you know? Yeah. Let me check what's going on with the actual guy. Hold on. Yeah, something's going on with this guy. Like he's dealing with some other issue. That's why he hasn't called your brother back or lined up the situation. But I do see eventually him communicating with your brother and getting it done. Like this person lives in fantasy world. Like this person is daydreaming all the time. Like they're a person that appears to be somebody that they're not. So this person is like a weirdo, you know. But I would just tell your brother just as long as he messaging, and just leave it alone and let him respond on his own time. So, but I'm not getting like tomorrow or Saturday. I'm just getting like it might be like on next week that he actually calls your brother or texts him and says, "Okay, yeah, I'm ready because I'm busy." So I think he might just be being difficult, or he has like some bullshit going on in his own life. But you know, yeah. In other words, he's a shithead. You're welcome, Brownie. I don't see nothing bad. I just see like the guy just being difficult. That's all. But your brother will be fine. Hopefully, he calls your brother and says, "Look, don't worry about it. I got to fix somewhere else." That'll be even better. And so that way he ain't got to deal with him anyway. Because honestly, that's what I would do. You know. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm getting. Is this person talks a big game, but that's about it. Let me tell you, there's a lot of chihuahuas in the world. You know what a chihuahua is? It's a little dog that barks at your ankles. You just kick them away. Ain't no pit bulls around. I'm a dog. A lot of people talk to hear themselves. It's just like today I went to to go get some takeout, right? Good night, Virgo. Take care. Tonight I went to get takeout for my sister and my youngest nephew. My other nephew is away. I didn't feel like cooking because I was working all day. So I said, look, I'll treat you guys to some takeout. So I went and got a burger and some fries and stuff. So I walk into the restaurant to the takeout line, and my other nephews are there with their mother. And I was like, what the fuck am I seeing? Because my two nephews that are my brother's kids, he got a divorce from her 5 years ago. And those boys don't want nothing to do with her. But lately she's been like begging them to like see her, and like she wanted to treat them to dinner. But they were in the takeout line because they weren't sitting down with her. They just got takeout, right? So I looked and I said, look at this bitch. So she know what she did? She turned her head to the wall and didn't even look at me. She wouldn't even look. I looked right at her and she didn't even look at me. And I weren't gonna speak to her anyway. I was ready to bash her head up against the fucking wall. Or if she would have said something, I would have told her about herself, how pathetic of a mother she is. But she had so much shame in her face that she saw me. And when I saw my nephews, I stopped to him. I was like, hey, what's up? You guys all right? Gave me a little fist bump. got my food, and then as I was leaving, I fist bumped him again. I said, "You guys are cool. You good? Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get my dinner. Have a good one." And she kept her head like this away from me, so she wouldn't have to look at me in shame. I was like, "You dirty hoe." That's what I wanted to say to her. I said, "You dirty bitch. I haven't seen you forever. Now you want to talk to your children now? After cheating on my brother, what your man don't want you now, so you got time for your kids?" Fucking rat. Dang. If it wasn't to get in trouble, honest to God, man, I would have took my head and bashed her head up against the wall for being a shit mom. Or I would have said something to her. I'm not a violent person, by the way. You have to hit me first in order for me to hit you, but you know, I ain't gonna hit no woman like that. But she's the type of person like she had so much shame and guilt in her face, she wouldn't even look at me. She never looked at me. I looked at her twice and she never looked at me. And I was like, yeah, you little bitch. I was like, I can't believe you actually want to see your kids after 5 years. You cheated on their dad. You don't give a shit about them. You barely paid for these guys, child support and shit. You didn't even care about these guys. But what it is, right, is she must not be in good terms with her boyfriend. She might not be with him anymore, right? So that's why she's like begging for them to, like for to go to dinner and to see them. So you gave up your life and your children for a piece of shit guy that you eventually got rid of eventually. Or I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. I don't care. Children are more than a gift. They're to me, they're somebody you put on earth that didn't ask to be here. So you should do your very best to make sure they're okay. That's how I look at it. I don't have kids, but if I did, they would be my everything, just like how my nephews are everything to me. So when I see my nephews, I get excited because it's like they're my own children because I help raise all of them. Even my mom is telling me that yesterday. She found all these pictures of me feeding uh, all my nephews when they were a baby. I would always love when they were a baby and give them a bottle and looking at them and watching their first smile, their first laugh, you know, their first words, and seeing their reaction to things. And it's like, how could you not want to be with your children? Like that don't make no sense to me. It never made sense to me. But yeah, it's just sad that even my brother-in-law that ditched my nephews next door and my sister for a hoe that apparently we got word today that the reason they broke up is because she hit him. So we were laughing. I was like, yeah, good. I hope she slapped the shit out of him. Because some guy apparently told my brother, some guy that works with my ex brother-in-law, apparently told my brother that it was a domestic dispute. So you know what that means. Oh boy. Because he's not the type of person to hit anybody. He's a wimp. Right? So she's bigger than him. She's like rough. So she must have slapped the shit out of him and then he got rid of her and then she left. So apparently, yeah, she must have slapped him or punched him or did something to him. Apparently, it's a domestic dispute. So we got word of that today. Karma. And when he broke up with her, when they broke up last week or 2 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, right? This week will be 2 weeks. They broke up. He all of a sudden voice messaged the children last weekend to tell them how much he loves them and all this bullshit, right? And I'm like, look, another jackass that because he doesn't have his girlfriend, he has time to talk to his children now. Man, go fuck yourself, man. You're 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 your girlfriend. If you're separated from the baby mother or the baby father, you should never pick that person over your children. Never. I would never do that. I don't give a fuck who you are, you know? My wife will come first and then my children, because my wife buried my children. So my kids are always going to be my, a priority with my wife. They're all going to be important, that they're all going to be equally important. But if I leave my wife because she cheats on me, I'm going to make my kids my number one priority. And if I have a girlfriend, she's going to be on the back burner. I'm going to let her know that my kids come first, then you come second. So if you cool with that, then cool. If you have kids, then I would be on the back burner too. That's fine with me because your kids come first. But if you're not, you're an idiot. So yeah, there's a lot of deadbeat moms and dads out there. Unfortunately, like my mom says, God gives children to people who don't deserve it. And I think the reason he does that is to teach them a lesson, because he ends up taking care of them anyway, which makes life better. I'd rather God take care of me than a deadbeat parent. So, yeah. Thanks for the super chat, Brownie. I'll answer your question now. All right. So what I'm getting here, Brownie, is this person knows that you're the type of person that has a dominant feminine influence, and they know that you're a good person. They know that with you they'll have progress or action, or they'll be they're better off with you than without you. But this person is resisting or reluctant, I would say reluctant, on having a connection with you. They're indecisive about dealing with you or talking to you. And if they do, they feel like they won't have they feel like it'll be a struggle or a conflict, or like it might be some competition or obstacle. And this person will probably be mentally drained, and that's how they feel about you right now. They probably feel like you're more dominant than them, or you got a better life, or they just look at you as somebody who they can't compete with, or they just feel like you're in a better place than them, so they can't be not be on your level. They think that they'll lose if they come towards you or say something to you or try and be a friend or whatever like that. I would say this person's more worried to let you down or to be connected to you. They look at you as like a feminine influence and like a person who's got their shit together. So they might be intimidated of you or reluctant to deal with you. Oh, Tanya, that sucks. Yeah, try and get everything off of there as much as you can. Put everything on a flash drive and you be good. You could put everything on a CD if it has a CD player, if you got a blank CD. That way you can always have it on a CD too. I don't know if it has one, but it might. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this person doesn't really, want to fuck around with you. Like they're not interested in like, connecting with you or dealing with you because they feel like you're more dominant than them, or they might be just reluctant on dealing with you. So I would say if they speak to you, then it might be very limited or nothing at all. And if they do speak to you, they're probably like maybe jealous or reluctant to like further things with you because they probably feel like you're on a better place in life than they are. This person doesn't seem very, you know, on the same level. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Definitely. They think that like you're better off than them, or you have more than them, or you know, they just feel like you're better than them, and that's stupid. But whatever. That's just how people are. People are dumb like that. People have no sense of feeling equal anymore. It's always got to be a competition or a discrepancy against somebody. So weird. I feel like I treat everybody equal until they disrespect me, but whatever. I never think I'm better than anybody else. I think that's just stupid. Because if you do, like, God takes your power. Like, people don't understand that. Your power can be taken away real quick. You start acting like you're better than somebody else, your shit goes downhill. Believe me, it will. I always prove that to everybody. I'm like, you think you're better than me? Okay, no problem. I'll prove you wrong. And then when I do, they leave me alone. And that's the best thing. You're welcome, Brownie. Thank you too. I appreciate it. I always encourage everybody to just love themselves and not worry about people around you and people that's been dealing with you. If you feel off with someone, then don't even try to make it right. Don't try and make it on. Just get away from 'em. Make them, let them, not make them, let them make the effort. Yeah, but that's the thing. If somebody really wants to like communicate with you, they will. They'll find the guts. They'll find the like the oomph and the way to do it. There's a million ways to communicate: email, text, phone call, face to face, video chat, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube. The list goes on. You know, Google chats, whatever the fuck, WhatsApp. Man, there's no excuse for no communication. You know, like people can communicate with you. It just takes a minute. Just think of something to say and let it go. And if you get no answer, then no answer is your answer. It means no. If you get an answer back, that means that they're interested. So if you do it and you get nothing back, that's your answer. If they do it and you give nothing back, that's your answer to them. Now, if you're interested, then you say something. That's how I deal with it. That's exactly what happened with me and the last woman that I started to talk to. I was like, I texted her a few times. She didn't respond. I was like, oh, well, fuck you too. I'm not dealing with you no more. Bye. And when I did that, she was like, what the hell happened? She's like, oh, hi, Mark. I haven't seen you forever. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, bitch, you should have texted me. Then I would have been speaking to you. I wanted to say it so bad, right? I wanted to say, you're a dumb bitch. Why don't you answer my text? But when you see me face to face, you're all cool with me. Like, you're a weirdo. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you okay? Let me take your temperature. That's why I don't get involved with anybody anymore because it's too much of a task. It's too much work. Like, I'm not gonna go and like firm out the mouth for anybody. That shit ain't happening. It ain't never will happen. Hey Ruth, how you doing? Well, in my case, it's always been like I've had both knife me in the back, but more men have done it to me because more men have like, I've dealt with a lot of men and they always like were always jealous and like always like try and fuck my program up, my business, my earnings. Men were always jealous of how I was. So men are the worst for me. Women, I haven't really had too many problems with women. The only place I've had problems with women is on here because they don't like to hear the truth. Some, not all, but there's a lot of women I had to get rid of on here because they can't take constructive criticism and they can't take the truth. So the only people that's bothered me on here the most is probably women. There's a few men that's aggravating me and I got rid of, but mostly women have been aggravating me on here. Like, disrespect me and talk shit and act dopey. So I just get rid of them. It's just this. The nice thing about social media is you just press, block and delete and goodbye. How you doing, Ruth? How's things? Yeah, yeah. It is jealousy. Jealousy is a disease. It really is. There's no cure for jealousy. There's no cure for jealousy, and jealousy is annoying. And I don't even have an ounce of jealousy in me. Like I've never been jealous of anybody. I have no reason to. Like it's not in my nature to be jealous of somebody. Like if you have a lot of things and you have more than me, I'm like, okay, cool. It was like a lady that was in Marley's chat today. She was saying how happy she was and all that, and I don't even know her like that. I know of her, but I said, I'm happy for you. Like, I'm happy that you're happy. I'm not jealous that she's fucking like with a great person and she's happy and she has a relationship that I don't have. I'm happy that there's people out there who are actually in a good relationship and happy. I'm happy for you. If you come in here and tell me some good news, I'm genuinely happy for you. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm jealous. Fuck that jealousy shit. You don't have to be jealous of anybody. You know, just be happy for people. And if you genuinely are happy for people, then it makes you be happy for yourself. I don't find jealousy good at all. Jealousy is something that's so stupid it don't make no sense. Like if you think about it, jealousy makes no sense. It really doesn't. Why am I gonna be jealous of you because you have shit that I don't, or you have something better than me? Like I don't care. I bet you there's something that I have better than you. We all do. So it's okay. It's all right to be better than somebody else. It's all right to be not better than somebody else. Just shut the fuck up and live your life. There's no reason to be jealous. And yeah, it is wasted energy. You're absolutely right. And I tell people this story all the time. When I went on my own 16 years ago, when I went on my own, everybody doubted me and said that I wasn't going to do it. And they were like, how the hell did this guy just buy a car, buy tools, and just went to work and got work right away? You know why? Because I bust my fucking ass. I have a reputation that's been built in years, not minutes. And I went out and got it. I went to survive. I put myself out there. I relentlessly gave my business cards out. I relentlessly told people that, hey, I'm on my own now. If you need me, let me know. I didn't beg nobody. And people started giving me work. And here I am 16 years later. Same thing happened on here 5 years ago when I started. I didn't come on here begging nobody for nothing. I gave free readings and still do every now and then. All I want to do is help people with my talents and my gift. Don't be jealous of me because I didn't do it alone. It took everybody to make me who I am. If I have nobody to prove nothing to, then how am I going to be who I am? If I don't help people and prove to people that I can help you and I can help, do something for you, then how am I going to be who I am? I'm going to keep proving it to myself. I can't pay myself. You see? So there's no reason to be jealous. Jealousy is just the dumbest thing in the world. It really is. And I lost a lot of friends because I proved them wrong. And they were jealous. Not my problem. If you're jealous, good for you. Not my problem. I'm gonna keep being me. And if you're jealous of me, then I feel sorry for you. But you shouldn't be. And if somebody's jealous of you, run. Get away from them. Because that's bad energy. All right, Bronny, let's see. Okay. All right, Bronny. A couple things. I see a person here, right? I asked, like, is somebody gonna come for you in love from now to the end of the year? And it says that it's a very good possibility that somebody is coming your way. But there's the but. Is this person is very brave. They're very like they have no fear, and they might make you feel shy. I don't know if you are shy, but they might make you feel shy. You might, I feel like you're gonna like this person. Um, and I feel like this person is gonna be like somebody that um is very like, active. So if you're shy, it might be an issue. Okay. Don't close yourself off to this guy when he comes in. Okay. So I'm getting like a shyness on your part. You might ignore this opportunity. You might like fail to proceed or might be very indecisive. You might judge this person. So don't do that because then it's gonna like eliminate your possibility to be with this guy. And he's a good person. He's young, he's energetic, he shows action, he's strong, he's brave, he's willing to like go into like a situation with you or a friendship with you with no fear. Like he doesn't care how you are or where you are, what you're doing. Like he's one of those guys who don't give a shit. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. Um, I got the Knight of Swords, which is a guy who's brave and he's like he doesn't care. Like he wants to like be with you. He's gonna try to be with you. But you might be very like, saying hesitant or shy, and you might be like, oh, I don't know if I want this guy. So this guy might get fed up with you for being shy or not speaking or ignoring him or not wanting to be with him. But I got this guy upright here, so it means that this is somebody that can come towards you. And this could be in the next 4 weeks. So that's the time frame I got. So next month in August at some point in time, you might meet this guy and this guy can like come towards you and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. But you might not be like so quick to like deal with him. But if you ignore this opportunity, it's gonna push things back. So don't be shy. See how it goes. I don't get no bad energy. The only thing I get here is your shyness might get in the way. So don't be shy. Go for it. So it might be like next month that you meet this guy and then you start to talk to him and he might be very like, I wouldn't say aggressive, but he's brave. He's gonna come up to you and be like, oh hey, how you doing? My name is whatever. What's your name? You be like, hi, I'm Brownie. No, I'm just teasing. I'm Brownie. Who? What's your name, sweetheart? Brownie. Okay there, Brownie. Can I have your number? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. Come on, Brownie. Just give me a damn number. Okay, so don't be shy. That's the main thing. That's what I get in the cards. Don't be shy. And I see your mom in the background, by the way. And she's laughing from ear to ear. I don't know. I can't. The cards ain't telling me if he's good looking or not. That shouldn't matter. What matters is you. You are the issue here. He's not the issue. You're the issue. You're too shy. So don't be shy, woman. Okay? And for your mom to show up and laugh, that's pretty good. So that means that, yeah. I don't think you know the guy either. You don't know. So if you get shy, that's gonna be like an issue. Miss Bikini said his wallet and his tool is what counts. Yeah, it is bad. That's what I saw. Like, you know. So try not to be that way. Yeah. No problem. I know you understand. Just don't be shy. Go for it. Nothing to be shy about. I was never shy. That's my problem. Well, that's not my problem. That's somebody else's problem who's not shy. I made women shy. And some women were like, "Oh yeah, you seem like I'm like, once I start going, that's a wrap. I don't get shy. I just get like standoffish a bit because like when a woman aggravates me or I feel like she's not right for me, I kind of like stay quiet. A lot of women used to tell my sister, "Oh, your brother's intimidating. I don't know if I can deal with him." Nobody ever told my sister that your brother's shy. 'Cause all my sister's friends always used to like talk shit to me, right? And be like, "Oh yeah, your brother. I want to talk to him when he's got a girlfriend." Or my brother, my sister be like, "Yeah, if you can handle him, go for it. Don't cry to me when he fucks you off." But a lot of our friends were weird, so I had to get rid of them. No problem, Miss Bikini. Yeah, Ruth, if you want to, sure. All right, no problem, Bronny. I know you'll be fine. You know, it's nothing wrong with being shy. A lot of people are shy. I always had like, shy girlfriends at first, and then once they started to get to know me, I made them feel comfortable. So if you're shy, like I always make you feel comfortable. That's how I am. Like if I know a girl is shy, there was this one girl in high school. She was so shy, she used to run from me, and I'd be like, I used to always tell her cousin. I used to tell her cousin, I'd be like, "Hey, look, tell your cousin, look, I like him. I don't want to get with her. Like I know she's a good woman." And she'd be like, "No, she don't want you." And I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "She's too shy. She thinks that she can't be with you. She's too shy to be with you. But she likes you." I'm like, "Yeah, I know she does, but why don't tell her, come on, man, we'll be cool. Like I'll make her feel good. I'll make her feel happy, she'll be fine. I'll make her laugh, her shyness will be fine." She'd be like, "I don't know, Mark, she ain't biting." I'm like, fuck, man. I always used to try to get this girl, but she was always shy. She liked me, but she never wanted to like unshy herself. But she's with somebody and she's cool now anyway. She's been married for years. She's got a kid and all that. So, but yeah, I like shy people. I'll make them unshy. It's cool. I turn people that were shy unshy. I bring people out of their shell. I was like, come on now, get with the program, show yourself. Come on, fuck that shit. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You're with me. Sometimes they get right back to their shyness. Ruth, you said I would like to know if my boyfriend is keen to continue this relationship. Are you shy, Ruth? Is that why you're asking? Ruth, don't be shy either, okay? Ruth, don't be shy, Ruth. Grab that thing. Ruth's like, I'm not shy. All right, let's check, Ruth. Okay, so what I get here is this guy, he shows up here, King of Wands. So he seems honest and he seems like devoted to this relationship. Um, but I see here, like, I see you still being with this guy in the future, but I see that sometimes there might be plans made and then plans not being met. Um, Good night, Ilda. Good seeing you, Hermana. What I also get here is like he thinks that you are like maybe not valuing the relationship as much as he is, if that makes sense. But or he's been through like a bad relationship before you and it makes him feel like a certain type of way. But he's willing to work on this connection. I think I can see that he's willing to work on it. I think that he puts in enough effort in his mind and he's committed to making the relationship better. But I think that he might doubt you a little bit. I think he doubts that you are like keen to continue the relationship. Probably because of his past. Because I get him being okay here. Like I see him being okay. But it's like he's looking at you saying, are you really serious? Like, do you really are you? I don't know if he's asked you. If he's asked you, hey, are we gonna continue this relationship? Are you serious? Are you committed? So if he hasn't asked you that, then I would say he might. But I get him here in a positive way though. But I get you reversed. I think you doubt the connection more than he does. And I feel like he wants to work on this more. So you would like to know if your boyfriend is keen to continue the relationship? I would say yes, but I think that he does doubt whether you do or you want to. Yeah, he feels like you probably don't want to be in a relationship or you're like having issues. Like he feels like you are you have anxiety or you have like a feeling about him or you doubt him or you might like feel like he's not, willing to be with you. He thinks that you doubt him. I feel like you guys have good conversations and you guys are communicating and stuff like that. He has a traumatic past relationship before. Yeah, he seems not committed. I feel due to his work Trying to me whenever I talk to him, he seems distracted. Yeah. That's probably why, like, his past is kind of haunting him, you know? I do see a lot of work around him, though. Like, I got an Eight of Pentacles, so that means he's working. So that makes sense when you said, like, he's his shift work nature, like, and, you hardly have time to meet. But if you communicate with him through the phone, like, more, then I think it'll help if you're already not. I don't know how many times you communicate on the phone. That might help. When you're dealing, in my opinion, when you deal with somebody like this that's been hurt and traumatic over a past relationship, you have to, you don't have to. But my opinion, if you really like this guy and, he's your boyfriend, obviously, like, you have to, I keep saying you have to, but if you want to, you gotta, if you show him trust, then that's going to develop things in a better way. Trust means everything. After a traumatic past relationship, for the next person, it has to be like a trust barrier, a trust factor, a trust. It has to be like, okay, I trust you. You have to show him you can trust him. Like, I don't know how you can do that or how you think you can do it, but if you, because you're not the one with the traumatic past relationship, right? He is. So if you want to be with somebody like that and you feel like you want to develop something and make it better, there has to be a trust thing. There has to be like a trust proof. You have to be trust proof. That's what I'm going to start using now. I mean, I think he does trust you, but like, there has to be a continuation of, I know it sucks that you probably have to, like, keep proving that you're not the person that he used to be with. So, because a lot of people like that, that's just I think he's a good guy, got good cards on him. I got him as the King of Wands, which is an honest and decent guy that, works hard and is committed to the task and to the relationship. It's just that he's not gonna, like, be head over heels over you right away. I don't know how long you've been with him, but a lot of guys and women that, have been in bad relationships, it takes them a while to get connected again. And even when they are connected with somebody, it's still like a task. So it's up to you whether or not you want to deal with that. It's up to you. You know. But he is a good person. I just think that he has those trust issues and it's gonna take him time. And at the end of the day, I'm not trying to, like, justify his life or justify your connection with him. At the end of the day, people need time to heal, to discover new love, to be in love with someone again, to, like, try and make things work. And sometimes they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, they don't know what to do because they've been through so much bullshit and they don't want to rush into getting themselves into a possible situation where that will happen again. And I'm not trying to, like, defend the guy, but I'm just trying to be real about, how people are. And that's how people are. They don't want to, like, you know, fully commit to somebody right away. And you know what? When you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, it takes a long time, in my opinion, to, like, really trust each other. Because after a couple months and after a year, you could still doubt that person because they ain't changed or they ain't, like, showing you some type of way, or they change in that period of time from 1 month to the next or 1 year to the next, or first 3 months it might be great, the next 3 months it might be like, what the fuck, who the hell is this person? So I feel like it has to be like a process where these things have to work and develop over time. I think the biggest problem in relationships now is people are like they want shit to happen right away. They think that everything's gonna be perfect right away. It don't work that way. People are like, especially when you get somebody that has had past issues with people. Now, if you have somebody who don't give a shit about their past and willing to move on without no discrepancies, then you're fine. But some people need more time, you know. Yeah, well, if it, you know, it's up to you really at the end of the day. It's really up to you, Ruth. If you personally feel like it's too tiring for you or you're not getting at anything out of him, then just outright tell him. Say, look, I don't want to be a bitch or I don't want to be fucked up, but I feel like this relationship ain't going nowhere because I barely see you. We barely, talk. So like I don't feel like this is worth anything. And I'd rather just break it off and just go my way and you go yours. But if you feel like you can give me more time and more effort, then that would be great. But if not, then I'm done. You got to just be straight up. And sometimes if you say something like that, it triggers that person to really like say, hey, look, I have a good woman here. Like, I better not fuck around. I'm going to make, the right move. Yeah, I've lived it. I've lived it. That's why I can talk about it, Jocelyn. That's why I give good advice sometimes because I know what people think. I know how people are. And that's how people are. It's facts. It's the way life is. But if you're not getting 100%, the 100% that you want, Ruth, and I would say something. Don't just let it keep dragging on and fix itself. You got to fix it. So if you think it's really tiring and you can't deal with this guy, then tell him. Say, hey, look, you know, whenever I talk to you, you seem distracted. We hardly have time to meet. You got too much, I don't feel like you're committed to me and it's not fair to me. So what do you have to say for yourself? Like, what do you want to do? You want to continue this, or are you gonna like give me some actual time? Are we actually gonna be in a relationship or what? You gotta lay it down. You gotta tell people, tell the person. You can't just keep dragging it up. So it's up to you. That's my advice, and that's what I would say for you to do. That's what I would say. But I did get like, a good I do get that he's a good person. Yeah. Well, if you did message him to ask him to continue, but he hasn't replied to you, then we'll see. But the reply, at least you did it. Yeah, I do get that he's a good person. I don't get like he's a dickhead or anything. Because the King of Wands is a good person. So I don't see nothing bad. I just see like he might not be extremely committal because one, his work, and two, his past. So, you know, I think he needs to think about that, because if he considers you someone who, is willing to be with him and is with him, he's got to make some type of effort. So sometimes good people, good men and women don't want to be with anybody, and if they try to be with somebody, they just like feel comfortable with not being anybody with anybody because they realize that they don't need that person or they just don't want to string that person along. Some people are cool like that, but some people aren't. One thing about me, if me personally, if I'm with somebody and I start to date them and I feel like it ain't going nowhere, I'm just gonna basically say, look, I'm heading off. Bye. Yeah, peace out. This ain't working, sweetheart. Goodbye. I've done it a few times. So yeah. So, Ruth, I wish you luck because it looks like you do have a good man, a good person. But if you want to give it time, but I'm glad you said something because if you don't say anything, you're never gonna know. If you don't say anything, if you don't say anything, then nothing's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, I see you guys together. I don't get a breakup, but that's totally up to whether or not you get what you want out of him, you know, because you're telling me right now it's tiring, and you're getting fed up. And he might sense that and be like, maybe I should just let this woman go. But I don't see him doing that. Like, I don't see him getting rid of you. I just, he probably feels guilty because he doesn't really have a valued friendship and relationship with you right now because he's got too much other things on his plate. So hopefully, he'll respond and want to work things out, you know. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely feel that you did the right thing. I can't guarantee you're gonna be with him forever and you guys got a future. That's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed like that. But as far as I can see, in the cards that, he wants to be together, but I think he's got, those past issues that's holding him back from advancing more. And another thing, like before I go, like a lot of people have to understand that people have when you meet somebody, they already have a life. They already have bad and good things. And I'm not trying to justify anybody's life, right? He has a job where he can't be with you all the time. So you knew that already. So it's not gonna change. You got me? It's not gonna change. And I explained that plenty of times on here. Like if I got a girlfriend and she don't want me to do psychic stuff because she doesn't believe it, I'm gonna tell her go fuck herself. I'm not gonna listen to her. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? You're not gonna tell me what to do. You're not gonna try and change my life because I'm your boyfriend. I'm gonna keep doing what I have to do. You have to accept me. You don't have to, but if you accept me for who I am, then I'm gonna have that way about myself. Like, hey, I'm good to go. Like, if you accept me for how I am, then that means we're gonna work. But if you don't accept me for how I am, and you already knew that, then that's your problem. That's your fault because you already knew. You see what I mean? I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, you have to understand that that's how it works. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. It's like somebody who smokes cigarettes, and you don't want them to smoke because you don't. But you're not going to change that person. You're not going to be when you start dating that person, and you have sex, and you're like, oh great, and you think that you say, hey, look, babe, can you please stop cigarettes? And the person's gonna be like, but you found me like this. You love me like that. So I'm not gonna fucking change. Like. And if they do, then great. But what are you gonna do? Keep trying to change that person your whole life? Like that just don't make no sense. It's fucked up. Like I said, there's so many different things that can happen. You know what I mean? Brownie, that's up to you, but I was just about to go. I've been on here for like a while now. But yeah, Ruth, just see how it goes, see how he responds to you, see what he says, and then I would say go from there. You know? Yeah, I need to go now, bro. And it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to get my ass out of here. I've been on here for like almost 2 hours. So like I need to go. I'll be on here tomorrow, Brownie. If it can wait till tomorrow, that'll be great. And then I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. All right. You're welcome, Ruth. And it's good seeing you. And I hope it works out. Let me know. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate you being here. You two have a great sleep as well. All right, Bronny, Ruth, Justin. See you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Hope you have a great weekend. I don't see you, but I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time. All right. Bye.